What I really want to talk about right now is how I was able to pay off my truck and trailer in less than 2 years. My strategy is very different. My situation is very different, and I'll tell you guys exactly how.
Yeah. Ain't nowhere we could be if 2 or 3 don't
What's up,
agree.
everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm currently in Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm trying to get a load going back home, which is in Chicago. And the prices going from here to back home is going from around 1,600 to high 2,000s for around 700 miles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to call some brokers and get a load booked, because the thing is, it is Christmas week, and I'm trying to be home before Christmas. If I don't get a load today, the chances of me getting home by Christmas are pretty low. So I have to get this load booked today. So let's call some brokers and let's get a load booked. All right, I found this load going from Greenville, South Carolina, which is about 60 miles away, and it's going to Batavia, Illinois, so about 30 miles away from the city. So I'm gonna give this broker a call. He has it posted for $1,600, and I really want him to come at least to 2,100, 2,000s, or even like 1,950. Anything lower, I'm not gonna take it, because like I said, it's Christmas week, not many trucks on the road, and there's demand is high for trucks. So let's give him a call. Let's see how high he can come.
Thank you for calling Magellan Transport Logistics. Please remain on the line for the next available agent.
All right, I found another load. It's picking up from Newport, Tennessee, which is about 60 miles away from Asheville, North Carolina. So it's a 60-mile deadhead, and it's going to Melrose Park, Illinois. The total miles they have it posted for is around 600 miles, and they have it posted for $1,700. So what I'm gonna do is, wait, I don't think he has a call option, so he only has email. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this guy an email, and let's see how close he can get to $2,100. So let's send him an email and wait for a response back. And while I wait for a response back, I'm gonna cook some food or something, because I'm hungry. Just woke up and everything. So yeah, let's wait for a response back, see what they say, and then I'll get back to you guys while I get me something to eat. So I finally got a response back from that broker. One thing I want to say, I don't know what's going on today, because I called the broker earlier and they didn't pick up a call. So, and I sent this broker an email and he responded to me after like 30 minutes. But I finally got a response back for that rate I sent over, $2,100. Going from Newport, Tennessee to Melrose Park. He came back, he said 1,900 is the best they can do. And one thing I want to tell you guys, especially considering this type of week where it's Christmas, lack of drivers, there's demand, stick to your rate. So what I did was I shot him an email again. I said, if you meet me at 2050, I can get it done for you. I'm empty in Asheville, North Carolina. Let me know, right? He said, all right. He sent me a carrier packet to connect on the highway app and everything. And he said, all right, let's get it done at 2050. So one thing you guys want to realize, if you're out there booking loads, think about it from this perspective. He had the load posted for $1,700, and he booked the load at 2050. I sent him an offer for $2,100. I only went down $50 while he came up $350. And the reason, I stuck to my rate, like I said before, it is Christmas week. The brokers know it. And I'm telling you guys, as as drivers, if you're out there, you got your own rig and everything, got your own company, you got to understand, Christmas week, stick to your rates. Any major holidays, if you're working, just stick to your rates, because brokers need to get the freight moving. And if there's less drivers, your truck is gonna get booked at a really good rate, just like today. So I'm heading to the shipper now to pick it up, about 10 miles away. So yeah, let's continue driving and get to the shipper. It's a good load, 600 miles, and it's only 10,000 pounds. So it's a light load, and it drops off tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. So I got plenty of time to make 600 miles. So yeah, let's get to the shipper.
Yeah. Ain't nowhere we could be if 2 or 3 don't agree. If you and me don't evolve, yeah. You and me don't evolve, yeah. Ain't no plans out of sight. Ain't no talk back or fight if you and me ain't involved, yeah. You and me ain't involved, yeah, yeah. How you gon' say that? Girl, I don't play that. I ain't gon' lay back. What you want, got my life? Yeah, you know, girl, we gon' be back.
All right, made it to the shipper just on time. Easy drive, not much traffic. So let's check in. And the GPS was taking me to the wrong building, but luckily I found it. So yeah, let's check in.
Where's this load going?
Is going to Melrose Park, Illinois.
And what's that load number?
Pickup number is 9347.
Okay. Sorry about that wait.
No, you're fine.
So I'm sending you to dock number 45.
45?
Right, now to get there, loop around the guard shack. See the sign back there? This is rear docks.
Okay.
Turn there. Go to the gate. Pull it all the way around to the back.
Okay.
Alright? You get back there, slide the cans to the rear. Open your doors back in. When they're done, they'll bring the paperwork out to you.
Okay. Door 45.
45.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, super nice lady at the guard shack. Got checked in and everything. I think there was some issue with my pickup numbers because I was pretty much sitting there waiting for like 10 minutes for her to get back to me. Luckily, everything worked out. And another thing about this building is the address the broker gave me. It takes me to like the different side of the town. So what I did was, like I always do, I checked the reviews. And luckily, someone in the reviews mentioned the correct address, because the address the broker gives us, it takes to the completely opposite side of the town. So always read reviews, make sure there's nothing wrong. So now let's find our door 45 and back in. All right, just backed into door 45. Already got the red light and everything. They're loading the truck up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just walk, because that's what I like to do whenever I'm getting loaded, is just to get a little bit of exercise, because whenever you're sitting down, you can get blood clots and everything. So what I like to do is just keep my body active. So I'm gonna walk for like 30 minutes and get my steps in. So let's do that. The shipper closed the doors and put the seal on themselves, so I didn't have the opportunity to close the doors and show you guys what the commodity was. So what we're gonna do is, they got a strong seal on it, and we're just gonna go ahead 600 miles, make our way towards Chicago, and then go home, because the delivery isn't until tomorrow night. So I got 600 miles. I can get it done today, go home, relax with the family, and get this thing delivered tomorrow afternoon. Plenty of time. So let's get in the truck and start driving. All right, guys, picked up the load and everything, so I'm gonna make my way towards home. What I really want to talk about right now is how I was able to pay off my truck and trailer in less than 2 years, because I was actually getting so many comments that I was reading. People were asking, could you share how you were able to do it? We can replicate it. And what I really want to say before I continue, I'm not sure if anyone can replicate it because my strategy is very different. My situation is very different, and I'll tell you guys exactly how. When I started my company, I was living with my parents, right? So I had no rent, no mortgage. My personal expenses were very low, and if you want to know something about me, is that I like to live a very frugal lifestyle. I'm not materialistic, and I don't go out there spending money on nice cars, um, just expensive things, right? That's just something that doesn't make me any happy. That doesn't I don't find any interest in it. So let's get that out of the way. And so basically, when I started my company, I was living with my parents. My personal expenses were very low, and I used to read a book by Dave Ramsey called The Total Money Makeover, where he used to talk about strategies how to pay off debt. And I listened to that before even buying my truck and trailer and starting my company. I knew that I was gonna have a loan of 70,000 on the truck, $45,000 on the trailer, and it was gonna cost me $5,000 for my authority and everything, right? So what I did, I even told my parents that. I was like, when I get my company, I'm just gonna grind every day for 2 years, because that was my goal, is to pay it off in less than 2 years, so around the 2 year mark. And they're like, sure, if you're able to do it, just go out there, do it. They weren't asking me for money, no rent, no mortgage, nothing, none of that, right? So after I got my truck and trailer loan approved, got my authority approved, just had everything set up for the company, I just went out there and started grinding from literally day one. And I still remember I used to come home like after 3 weeks for like 2 days, and then just go right back out and just keep making money, right? And sometimes I would even stay out for like a month. Um, Even though I don't do that now, I don't know how I used to grind that much. I used to just work, work, work all the time. And I mean, that's a good thing because the position I'm in now with my equipment paid off in such a better position. So yeah, when I got my company at the start, I just worked every day. And what I started doing, like I said, Dave Ramsey recommends, his method for paying off debt is always tackle the least amount of debt first, and then worry about the higher debt later. So what I did was I started tackling my trailer first, which was $45,000, and I started putting like $7,500 every month into the principal of the trailer, and I paid it off in 6 months. I think 6.5 months because the interest added up and everything. So I paid off my trailer 6.5 months. And the thing about me is, like I was saying earlier, my situation is different because I still do live with my parents, and but I take care of them now, and they took care of me then, and they didn't charge me rent, no mortgage, basically nothing. And my personal expenses were very low too. So my car payment, I had nothing. My Prius was paid off, and that's a really good thing. And I'm very like glad. My parents are very supportive, and I take care of them now. So I just cover their mortgage and everything. That's what I was saying. My situation is very different, and it's not very relatable because not everyone is able to do that. So I paid off my trailer in 6.5 months. I think 6 months or like 20 days. I gotta look how many exactly days it was. And then I started. After I paid off my trailer, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little exhausted working so much, especially managing all the invoices, everything at the start, because I was very new to running my own company. So I took like a month break. You can't really say break. I just took it easy. I wasn't out on the road all the time, so I was out for like 3-4 days, and then I was back home. So after a month, when I reset, then I started tackling the truck. So I had about $70,000 of loan. I think it was $68,000 at the time because I was still making payments, and it was mostly interest that I was making. But I think the principal was $68,000. So what I started doing was I started same thing, $7,500 every month to the principal, and it took me 11 months to pay off the truck. And I literally just paid it off like I think 3.5 months ago. And after I paid it off, and I was like, okay, now I can finally relax and take it easy. I can be home more, spend time with family, And that's why in all my videos you mostly hear me, oh, I'm gonna go back home, relax with the family, because for the last like year and a half, almost 2 years, I was out here grinding every day, working, just paying off my debt. So now, the only debt I do have is just the car you guys see, my white Camry. That's the only thing I have. I have no credit card debt. My trailer's paid off, truck is paid off, and what else? And my insurance. What I do with my insurance is I just paid it off fully. So in February I'm gonna have my renewal, and I believe it is gonna be around like $10,000. That's the amount. But if I pay it off in full, I'm gonna get a discount of like $800. So around like $9,200 will be my insurance for 2026, and I'm just pay it off fully in February. So other than that, I mean, I pretty much have no debt, like at all. And that's why I always tell people, just if you want to get in trucking, there's money in here. Um, there's actually a lot of money to be making trucking, but if you have a lot of high personal expenses, if you have a lot of liabilities, you're pretty much, your money's gonna just come from one door and it's gonna exit the other, and you're gonna end up pretty much feel like you're not making any money. So I always tell people, just lower your personal expenses, live below your means, have a frugal lifestyle. And that's just something I say a lot because I actually follow that advice myself. Even after paying off my equipment, only thing I got was, I just got one car that I bought. You guys can see the white Camry, and even then, it was like, I didn't even get a luxury car. It was just a nice car I got, which was fuel efficient and everything. And those kind of cars, the Camrys, they don't break down for like 10-15 years. So I'm gonna keep that car for like 10 years, and that's the only debt I have right now. So yeah, like I was saying, that's how I paid it off. And my truck right now has like 450,000 miles. So yeah, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And that's the strategy. That's what I used to pay it off. I just grind it every day. So hopefully, I mean, if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments. And if I forgot to say something, I'll just clear it up in the comments below. So yeah, let's make our way towards home, and we'll get deliveries tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. So yeah. All right, guys, made it to Chicago. So the plan now is to park the truck in the yard and then head home and relax, because my delivery is tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. and I got plenty of time. So I'm gonna go home, sleep for a little bit, and then just come back out tomorrow, make the delivery. The drive here to Chicago wasn't bad at all. 600 miles, $2,050. Pretty good week. I'm not gonna lie. I took a load, 3,000 going to Virginia, and then I got a 2050 coming back to Chicago. So this is a pretty good week. And if you guys are liking the video so far, just don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and everything. So I'm gonna head to the yard. It's only a couple miles away, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow when I get back to make the delivery. Alright guys, it's the next day. I just got to the yard, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this delivery. It's about 30 miles away. Let me show you guys. Alright, I'm about 30 miles away from the delivery. I'm gonna get there in 46 minutes. My appointment is at 6 p.m. and I'm gonna get there at 4:38. So I got plenty of time. So I'm just gonna sit here, relax for a little bit. Turn my pre-trip on. Where is it? Turn my pre-trip, and then just sit here and let the truck warm up for at least 10-15 minutes until I drive off and then get to our delivery. So it's a pretty easy day. I'm just gonna make the delivery and then come back home. And tomorrow's Christmas, so enjoy at least the next 3 to 4 days off with the family, and then get back to work next week. So let's go ahead and make our way to the delivery. All right, made it to the receiver about an hour early, so my appointment is at 6:15, and right now it's 5:25. There was a little bit of traffic on the road, but made it about an hour early, and that's what I like to do every time I go to a shipper or receiver. Always make it early, and I think for the past 2 years, ever since I got my own company, I never been late to a pickup or delivery, and that's the record I currently hold. Never been late. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check in, and it really doesn't matter if they take forever. It is Jewel Osco. Maybe they will take a little bit of time to unload. So, but I got nowhere to be, right? I'm just gonna get this thing unloaded and then head home and then get back to work next week. So I'm gonna take a couple days off. So yeah, let's check in. All right, guys, just got the door. It's Jewel Osco Distribution Center, so I got door 211. It should be this one right here, next to this red truck. So I'll show you guys. Door 211, next to this truck. Should be an easy back. Yeah, let's back it up and then get unloaded. All right, guys, just backed into the door. What I'm hearing from other drivers here is they're going to take around 6 to 7 hours to unload. So the plan is to just wait for them to unload because it's not like I have another pickup. So what I'm going to do is once I get unloaded is I'm going to go home, go to the yard, park this thing up, and then take next 3-4 days off because tomorrow is Christmas. So I'm going to take 3-4 days off. So I'm just going to go rest right now, take it easy, edit some videos for you guys that I have recorded. And hopefully everybody did like watching the video. because I do like making them. And subscribe to the channel. If you did like the video, hit the like button, and just leave your comments below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer any questions that you guys do have for me. So yes, hopefully you guys like watching the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.